Hello, people. I'm not going to do. Listen, I say this a lot, and I usually fuck up. I'm not going to do a long show today, but there's a couple things I want to talk about. First of all, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to offer an apology to somebody because I have to offer an apology to somebody. You know, when you get caught up in this, you get angry and you say things. And then the following day, the things you say, you regret. And I said something the other day, and I do regret it. I went on Joe Bay's show, and I was really pissed the other day because the lowlife FBS was just hitting the bottom of the barrel like he usually does. And I said something very dirty about his wife. The reality is this. The woman's a hard worker. She seems like a decent woman. What I said was wrong. And I'm offering an apology because I feel bad about it. That's the only reason. And it wasn't right for me to do. And Angel said something that made sense. She said that I usually see Lee never saying things like that about women. And she's right. I usually don't. And I said something about her I shouldn't have said. And I'm going to be very careful about that. You know, we got to stop where we draw the line. You know, we understand that FBS is a piece of shit and will say what he wants to say about people. I will never draw the line with FBS, but I will draw the line with his wife. I am sorry for what I said about his wife. So please forgive me on that. And that's the only thing I'm going to say. You can say whatever you want about me, Shanna, but what I said, I should not have said because I know it's not true. And this is what happens when we get angry sometimes. We just say shit and we're like, then we see it the following day and it's just like, holy shit, I said that. So I did say it. I'm guilty of it. And I really do apologize for it. So, and that's part of being a woman. When you're involved in this, you're going to say things sometimes that you regret about other women. Like I will be arguing with Angel, but I'll try to never disrespect her in that way. And that's it. Another thing. Every once in a while, when I say something and I put something up and someone talks about my brother, I'll put up something and then what I'm about to say for you right now, this is for Angela. Angela, the other day I said that I was talking about what FBS said about my brother and going after me the way he did with his lies. Stop using the Frankie thing already. I apologize for that. Okay? How long are you going to go on with this? You know, just shut up about it. I said it, regret it. It's over. I took the video down a long time ago. So find new material. Okay? Because Angela, that's your name. Come on, you're really looking pathetic holding water for Angel all the time. Okay? Use something else. Okay? That thing with Frankie, I apologize for it. It's done. So if you want to keep using it, you keep using it. But that's ridiculous. Move on. Okay, now that we got that out of the way. Okay, so let me say hi to whoever's in here, and then we'll move on from there. Bill Jordan, how you doing? Bill, I gave you a wrench because you're in here all the time, and I'm sure you know that. Beantown, how you doing? I like to give you a wrench, but I got to make sure you're not a Red Sox fan. I don't give wrenches to Red Sox fans. But anyway, Jane Perry, how you doing? Diddy, how you doing? Dylan McKay, Jenny Patterson, the captain. Hey, Captain, you mentioned why I was going to give this guy life with the video, because it was actually a pretty funny video, and I'm going to tell you why. I'm not going to attack him. I'm going to make him an offer. He's talking like a tough guy. He's a big, tough Italian guy with a bald head. Actually, he looks like a poor man's Gene Barillo. Okay. Dylan McKay, how you doing, Dylan? Be a good boy today. Jenny Patterson to Turd Bird. Donnie Ragu, keeping it old school. And Polly's doing better. She's just having trouble sleeping at night because she's in pain at night. And that's unfortunate because she used to always sleep underneath the blankets by herself, but now she always wants to be near me, and I could tell she's not feeling well at nighttime. But older dogs are like people. Your body just hurts. No one knows why. Danny Stories, how you doing? David Cameron, how you doing? Jessica. Okay, let's see. The Yorkshire Pig. Simpin' Ain't Easy. John Kendone. Let's see. If I miss anybody's name, I don't mean to go by it like that. John Riley, JJ. Sit Down Syndrome. Ani X None, whatever. I don't know how to say that, so I apologize. Okay, so when you have new guys trying to break into this format, there's just one guy, and he hangs around, he puts his tough Italian women around him. You could tell he's not too tough. He's pretending he's tough. But I thought it was a cute video, so I'm going to give it a little play, but underneath his video, I invited him on this show to come on here and tell me why he thinks that only he can tell us about Italian people. So once again, you're welcome on the show. I'll play his video. Come debate me. Come talk on the show. Tell us why you're so much better than everybody else and why myself or, what did you say, me and FBS, you were cracking on both of us. But I'm going to call you out on it and give you the opportunity. But I wrote underneath your video this morning, come on the show. And I even left you my email. And what did you do? You erased it, tough guy. You couldn't leave it under there. You had to erase what I sent to you. Come on. But I'm going to call you from now on poor man's Gene Barillo because you look like a poor man's version of Gene Barillo. Okay. So I'm going to wait for a few more people to get in here. I'm going to read some remarks and then I'm going to play the video. There's only a room for one Tony I'm mob to. Perpetual Motion, you in that chat room, you actually answered underneath. And I seen your remark underneath there. But that's cool. But then you know what I'm talking about, Perpetual Motion. I did write for him to come on here, or he's welcome to jump in here right now, and come in here. So remember, that's what we call him from now on. Poor man's version of Gene Barillo. Okay, let's see what else is here. Danny's Stories, Jessica, thank you, nice word. I doubt I'll blow up. I didn't even know. Okay. So there's a lot of stuff going on here. And I want to talk about FBS another time. One more time, FBS. I always tell people on this show that if you guys know that FBS has an interview and stuff like that, don't try to affect it. Don't try to call people up and affect it. But FBS, being the scumbag that he is, what did he do yesterday? Like a jealous little baby, he told people to boycott my show with Anthony Raimondi. Why would you say that, FBS? I didn't tell people to go after your videos or nothing. I told them, a matter of fact, not to do it. Are you that jealous that I'm debating Raimondi? Then you say you already took care of it. No, you didn't take care of the debate with him. You got on and shouted with him. You and him shouted with each other. Here's the difference between me and you, what I'm going to do at Raimondi. I'm going to bring evidence that Raimondi is stolen valor. As for the mafia stuff, I got some good stuff on his mafia stuff, people. It's funny, too. Wait till you hear it. There's going to be some stuff that he cannot even answer. I'll guarantee it. So instead of being jealous, FBS, just say, okay, Tell people to come to it. It's going to be watched whether you like it or not. You may think not. It's obvious you hate me more than anything on the face of the earth. You say I'm stupid. You call me all these names, but yet, why am I the one that bothers you so much? Why is it that your face turns all beet red when you're talking about me and stuff? Why do you look so angry? Why does this Raimondi thing make you so angry? So what you should do, instead of insulting people, go out there and work to get things done with your channel. Because right now, the only thing you're doing is attacking people. That's it. You're not doing anything else. That is your show. And it feels good to actually put a little something in your show that people like. And people are going to like me having my debate with Raimondi. And just so you know, the debate with Raimondi is on tape delay. This is a very professional company. It's not like how we do it here, how we come on live in the living room. You know, well, here I'm in one of my bedrooms. Okay, let's put on this video. We'll play this real quick. And here we go. Well, let's hope that this
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, guys and guys, thank you for tuning into our channel. I'm yours truly, Tony. It's called Tony So-flo. So we're going to be talking about the real gangsters from So-flo and all over the place. And let me introduce to you to my princess, soon to be my queen, Tina, second generation Italian.
Buonasera, everybody.
And it's Tony No-FLO, not So-flo, No-FLO, or poor man's version of Gene Barillo.
How are you?
For real. Not like the Sicilian, what's his name again? The bald, fat Sicilian, the fat bald Sicilian. How do you say that? How do you say, by the way, these are kind of, we're going to talk about here real quick right now. Not just right now in this video. It's going to continue for a little bit, all right? The fat bald Sicilian. How do you say that in Italian?
Well, if you translate it word for word, it doesn't really make sense in Italian because that's not how it's said. But you would basically refer to him as il siciliano grasso e calvo.
Grasso calvo, Siciliano e grasso calvo. Mm-hmm. How would you call me, the Cuban, the bald, ugly Cuban? But here's the thing. Here's the thing about these tactics.
So listen, people, this guy's Cuban. And he's telling us that we're not Italian. You guys know I'm Irish. I'm Irish and Scottish. I tell you all this time. So this guy's a Cuban. He's not even Italian. He just hooked up with some strong Italian women.
These characters. What gives them the authority or to speak authoritatively about mobsters and gangsters when you guys were never about the life? Do you know anybody for real that was about the life? Family members like me, my father, my mother, my brother, and a lot of people that we don't want to mention right now. We got real good surprises. We're going to be interviewing some real characters here in this channel. Factual, evidence-driven, this channel. All right, MobTube. Is that like a new genre these characters have created?
And as you guys know, the name of my website is mobtubers.com. MobTube belongs to, well, you have a couple people arguing about who it belongs to right now. It doesn't belong to me. Mobtubers.com. So this guy is Cuban. He's going after people and he's saying that he knows more about Italians, but I don't understand that. He's admitting he's Cuban. What the hell does he know about Italians? And then he acts like he knows that who we've been around. Listen, I don't know who the fuck FBS has been around, and I really don't give a shit. You don't see nothing on my arms that say I'm Italian or a Merte. You don't see nothing above my head. But the fact of the matter is, I grew up in Brooklyn until I was 32 years old. I know lots of Italians. I work for Italians. This guy's Cuban. What is he going to tell us about Fidel Castro? Is he going to tell us how he jumped on the raft and floated over here from Cuba and he landed on the shore of Miami? Is that what he's going to tell us? Okay, let's play some more of this.
That life. And here you are, want to talk about it authoritatively? Oh, guys, hey, stories. You know what? Stories, my buddy. I've known him since the 80s. Let's do it, baby.
Do they have stories?
And we got people that got stories. You know what I mean? I met Willie Falcone personally, Madruga, the Corking Cowboys. My dad was a hardcore here in so-flo, gangster. My mother, gangster. Me, I was just the muscle of the family. And my brother, what can I say?
So all his gangsters are from Southern Florida, people. Not Brooklyn, where the real gangsters are. Southern Florida. That's where the real gangsters from Brooklyn go on vacation, to Southern Florida.
Hey, let me introduce you to somebody else. Come on. Hey, people, hey, I'm about to introduce you to two beautiful individuals here right now. This is not even the tip of the iceberg in regards to all the Italians you people are going to meet here. You're going to meet some very serious and cool Italians here in this channel.
Mm-hmm.
All right? You really are. By the way, here she comes. Her Highness, Gabriela.
My beautiful niece.
Hi.
Hi, Clara.
How are you? Actually, this
What is this? What is this?
Oh, this is Chinotto. This is one of my favorite Italian sodas. It's delicious. It's actually made of like rinds and artichoke and stuff like that. It's very delicious.
Now, baby, let me ask you a question. From what part of Italy are you from?
Southern Calabria.
Southern Calabria.
From Calabria, the south of Italy.
Do I have a good accent, Calabria?
I like to know what part of Italy he's from. Oh, he's from the Cuban part of Italy.
Me piace la ragazza. Hey, who else are we going to introduce today?
My mom, the Nonna.
Yeah.
Oh, Nonna. We're going. Oh,
Nonna herself.
we'll call her. She's coming. She's coming right now.
Ma!
Uh-oh.
Ma!
This is Her Highness. This is the Augustus of the house.
Ma!
What? Che vuoi?
Che vuoi? Vieni qua un minuto. Vieni qua. This is the queen bee of the family.
Listen, what do you think about somebody?
Okay, so let me get this straight. This guy is like marrying an Italian woman. She comes from Italian parents, beautiful Italian women. So that makes him a gangster, even though he's from Cuba. I'm really confused here, Tony No-FLO. I just don't get how this makes you Italian. Is it the sunglasses in the house? I just don't get it, Tony. Why don't you explain it to us? Is it because you call yourself Tony? What is your real name? Raul? Hector?
Be calling themselves Sicilian and they're not. What do you think about that?
That's not, no. No. If you are not Sicilian, you don't want to be called that.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
I'm Calabrese.
She's Calabrese. She's not even... Okay, we're going to end that there. But you see, people, now this clown, Tony No-FLO, he's not even Italian. Did anybody ever come on this show and claim to be Italian? Never. And then they say, who do you know? I don't know. I know lots of Italians. A matter of fact, I spent 2 years working for John DiGiorgio. Yeah, he's Italian. A matter of fact, I'll bet you never even met anybody like John DiGiorgio. So you show these strong Italian women, and you're Cuban. Your real name's probably Hector or Jesus. Who the hell knows what it? I'll guarantee you one thing: that strong Italian woman that you're married, if you got a Cuban last name, I'll bet you she'll keep the Sicilian name or the Calabresian name, because why would anybody want to have a Cuban last name unless they're Cuban? Why would a Sicilian want to become a Cuban? You see, people, this is like a clown show. He's from South Florida. And he's saying, he's making fun of people from Brooklyn, from New York. Makes no sense. What does he think? I'm from Texas? But see, this is why I wanted to play this video, because he's done it 2 days in a row now. But see, that's the thing, though. If he's done it 2 days in a row, and he's coming after my show, and he's coming after FBS's show, if we're not Italian, why are you coming after our shows? Why don't you go after somebody else's? Well, go after Sammy Gavano's show. Go after Michael Franzese. They're the big boys. We're just little boys. Why are you coming after the little boys? You know why? Because you can't be us. That's why. You're who you are. You're a bald-headed Cuban that's marrying into a Sicilian family. And you drive around, and maybe that's not even your car. It's probably your next door neighbor's car. But anyway, you have the opportunity to come on here right now. Jump on board and tell us why we're not Sicilian. I never claimed to be Sicilian. My name's not bald fat Sicilian. My name is Lee Cole Free. And I'm a proud Irish man and Scottish. I have nothing against the Sicilian people, great people, strong culture, but you're not even Sicilian, dude. And then you're trying to take the world by storm. Let me go after Lee Cole and let me go after FBS. You're a clown. You don't even have the balls to come on this show. You don't even have the balls to leave my message underneath your show. I wrote in your message. I gave you, and I looked at my email. You still haven't written me. So how can you be a tough guy if you can't even answer me? Why can't you come on here and tell me how stupid I am? Okay, let's read some of these remarks, people. It's just funny, people. It's just funny. Okay. I commented on Sin Mill TV with Raimondi interview. They just reached out to me and would like to speak to me since I knew this clown. They will have a whole new perspective on AR. Okay. Real Bofa, he is real with his story. Oh, Bofa, come on. Bofa, you're not real with your story. How the hell is he real with his story? I'm sure that he wants you backing him up, Bofa. You got a picture of Miss Piggy. Adam Carmick, he's a stalker. I saw him going on your videos just to bash you. The Calabrian Mafia is a strong factor at the moment, and the Sicilian, at least according to reports. Yes, but the problem is he's Cuban. He's not Calabresian, and he's not Sicilian. He's Cuban. But now that he's marrying into a Sicilian family, he's going to walk around like he's a big, bad gangster. And you know something, though, people? Whenever you see someone wearing dark sunglasses inside a house, very suspect. You don't need to wear sunglasses in your house. There comes a time where you're not that cool no more. He pretends to be named Tony, and he's from Florida. It's kind of ironic. You know his name's not Tony. He's Hector or Raul. And his last name's probably Garcia. And he's hooking up with some strong Italian family, some strong Sicilian woman. That's the only thing he's doing smart, is hooking up with them women. And he's like, oh, now I can have a show about gangsters because I'm around women. And I'm going to tell you all my stories. Dude, how can you tell us stories if you're Cuban? Now, if you're going to tell us about the big raft that you got in on one of them big plastic rubber tires and how you came across the ocean and you landed on the shores of Miami, if you're going to tell us that story, that's a good story. But you're not going to be able to tell us any other stories, guy. None. Especially the fact you're from Southern Florida. What New York stories are you going to tell us? You're not from New York. And let's face it, the 5 families were from New York. They used to send people down to Florida because it was open territory. You had Traficante down there, but where was Traficante born? Was he born in Southern Florida? No. Okay, let's see. Don Vito says, no one is interested in Cuban drug stories. That's the only thing they got. They came over here on a flotilla. But don't get me wrong, the Cuban people are great people. They have settled Florida. The Cuban people have made Florida what it is, a great state. The Cuban people are great people. But when you got clowns like this, you know, with the bald head and the sunglasses that he's wearing, do you guys think he wears those sunglasses to bed? Do you think he showers with those sunglasses? I'll bet you he showers with those sunglasses. See, Tony No-FLO, you wanted attention, so you're getting attention today. How's that? You're going to run your little shows and crack on me. You know, FBS can handle himself. I don't know if he wants to deal with you. He's probably scared of you. He probably won't deal with you, but I will deal with you. Alan Lee is talking about stories coming from real involved people, not YouTubers at this point. Someone set you and FBS up. It is staged. He is claiming to be Italian. All he has is his boss and his word. Well, Alan, that's the thing. People get on here. You know, listen, we don't have big shows. We're working to build our shows bigger. We're not going to build our shows by being 100% drama. You got to offer some content. Listen, I got drama in my show, but you guys know I offer content too. And that's why I'm doing this thing with Anthony Raimondi. More content. And you're going to see many more stories. I'm not knowledgeable like, say, Jeff Canarsie or Jeff Nadeau. Those 2 guys are very knowledgeable. And I don't have their knowledge. I learn every day when I do something. But I have a website that's doing great. It gets thousands of views every week. It doesn't get hundreds. It gets thousands of views every week. Not right, Lee Cole. Well, there's a lot of things in this world that's not right. Amber Alert, how you doing? Amber, I'll give you back your wrench just so you know. I was having some trouble with the wrenches, so I'm going through them right now. Anybody that doesn't have the wrench will be getting their wrench back as long as we're good, as long as you're not trying to screw me over. Castellano looked down his nose at non-Sicilians. He did. I mean, people don't realize, even in Italy, even the food. If you go to North Italy and Southern Italy, the food's totally different. People don't realize that. Like, you got saucy food on one side of Italy, creamy food on the other, more seasoned, and pizza in Italy is nothing like pizza in the United States. Pizza there is made with 90% sauce and a little bit of cheese. In America, we got pizza. Everybody wants to get extra cheese on their pizza. Big difference in cultures, especially with food, especially in Italy. Okay. I watched the first 3 episodes of Vegan with Tony Pizza's friend. He actually was in it. I was like, laughed my ass off. If he was such a tough guy, he would have helped the girl. He's a mutt. People, I tried to watch that. I couldn't. I didn't think it was very good. It was kind of boring. And that show does not make Tony look good. You know what that show does? It makes Tony look like a bum on the street corner. That's what it does. Tony's been telling us forever that he's been a gangster, that he was with Tony Pep. And in the end, in the 90s, he was sitting in one of the most expensive parts of New York, purposely being in that area to collect money. That's where he was. So I don't see how that show helps Tony. It does not help Tony. It makes Tony look like what he is. A guy begging for money on the street. I hate to tell you that, Tony. You might get mad. You know, you had the Maltese cross on, and you dressed up in the black and stuff. And, you know, you're talking about the lady was nice to you. The lady was nice to you because she just wanted to be nice to you. She felt sorry for you. There was no love affair, Tony. You told people that you guys were in love. That's not love. She felt bad for you, Tony. And you might get mad at me, Tony, but you're in part 1 there and part 3. And all it made you look like is that you were a beggar on the street and she took you underneath her wing. And her boyfriend abused the shit out of you. If you were such a tough guy, you wouldn't have let that man abuse the shit out of you the way he did. Okay, now Tony's going to get mad. He'll do a show about me now, people. Okay, what happened to this genre? It's going downhill. Hey, listen, Teresa, I feel good about my show. I feel very good about my show. I feel good in the direction it's going. If other people are taking their shows in directions of attacking people, and that's all they got, that's them. That's not this show right here. I'll defend myself. Now, I just did a show about this guy that was coming at me and FBS, but I'm defending myself. I'm not standing up for FBS because FBS is a shitbag. I have no desire. He doesn't like me. I don't like him. He'll make the myth like I want to be his friend. I'd rather be fucking dead than be his friend. I can honestly say that. No desire to be his friend. He's a horrible human being. Lee, I appreciate that, Beantown. I try to be. Please hit the like button. Thank you. Dylan McKay. Lee, did you have an opinion on the story that made a video about you? He was calling you a rat. Yeah. The story is part of this guy. That's what they do. Don't you understand? Here's what I'm going to ask you about the story, people. The story had like 111,000 viewers, and only about 10 people watched the fucking show. That doesn't sound right. Why would you have so many viewers or subs, but no one's watching your channel? You know why? Because places like that, they go out and buy their subs before they start their channels. And that's how you could tell. If he had 111,000 subs, a lot of people would have watched this show, but only a few people watched it. So he's full of shit. That's it. Biden is afraid. Well, Biden can't even see his own shadow. When Biden gets up, his shadow is still taking a nap. Stop talking about this guy. Dude, if you don't want me to talk about the guy, just turn off your hearing aid. Tony's a mutt, a homeless guy that Sarma felt bad for. That's it. Tony is bigger than, yes, that's it. Can you imagine poor Sarma was being nice to him? And in his head, Tony was in love with her. Talking about stalker. So he sat down there every day waiting for someone to come by. And let's face it, let's not feel sorry for Sarma, whatever the fuck her name is. Let's not feel sorry for her. Her and her old man, I don't even know if you call it, she tried to blame everything on him. Does anybody really believe that it was all his fault? They were both scam artists. That's what they were. They were pretty good scam artists. She had a career. She actually was doing something, but then she started spending more money than she was making, and she started scamming. That was Sarma. Hey, Matt, how you doing? Tony's a mutt. Yeah. Okay, let's see. I don't know what you mean by that. All of a sudden, Johnny Mac 2024. Johnny Mac and I are not buddies. What trouble, Lee? I'm throwing a wrench. Hey, listen, when you have wrenches and you have these shows, wrenches are a very valuable thing. And the biggest mistake we make when we have these shows is that we do not check our wrenches every once in a while. And then what happens is people get inside your show and they destroy it. So you gotta take security measures. And don't get me wrong, I think my wrenches are great wrenches. I like them all. But some of them aren't here today because they're mad at me. Why are you not here? I mean, you're my friend. You say you're my friends. Why aren't you here? Because you don't have a wrench? That doesn't sound right. This is how you see who your buddies are and who your friends are. Miss can't be right. Okay. I'm throwing my wrench at FBS. Real Bofa. Hey, you know, Bofa, you continuously change your picture and you got a million ties. Okay, someone wrote to me about this guy. Let me see. Ooh, I just found out some information on this guy that I just played the video on. It's amazing how quick information comes in. People just give you information like that. Remember, anything that goes on in your life, once you come on here, people know about it. That's why I get attacked. But sometimes when people attack you, like FBS, he'll put a bunch of bullshit in the story. Or bring up things in your past. Or talk about family members that are dead. Classless shit. Brazilians got Northern Italy immigrants. U.S. got the Southern Italian, Sicilian immigrants. It is what it is. Hey, Barry, that's a great point. You know, people don't think of things like that. That's some intelligent shit right there. Okay, just so people know, I will be debating Raimondi next week. And people, I found out some shit about Raimondi. It's going to be worth watching the debate. If you miss it, well, listen, it's not going to be live. It's going to be taped, but it's going to be worth watching because there's some questions that I'm going to ask Raimondi that no one's asked him before. And some of the stuff that I found out about him is very funny. I mean, Anthony Raimondi is 100% fraud, but you got to give credit. The only thing that I can guarantee you about Raimondi is Macintosh was a relative of his and that he had Italian friends, but he was not a made man. I got total evidence that he was not a made man. I will give you guys the proof. And there's a reason that I know he's not a made man. So Anthony, you know, you can bring whatever you want, you know, a poster that shows you being made on it. You could print that out on any computer, but I'm going to have evidence that you're not made and that you were never made by the Columbos. Maybe another family made you. Maybe it was the Gambinos now, or maybe it was the Genovese families. But one thing I can tell you, Tony, you were not made by the Columbos, like you're claiming. That I can tell you. It's all good, Lead. I always have your back. Amber Alert, I appreciate that. You know, and I don't know what to think anymore, Amber. But I do appreciate that. That's something that I need to hear. I got to know that I can trust people, especially when I give them my wrenches and that they're here to be part of the show and they're not here to control my show. The only person that controls this show is me. Other people aren't going to control my show. They're not going to tell me what to do on my show. You know, I appreciate the help that I've gotten, but when things get tough, you discover who your friends are and who your friends are not. That's what it comes down to. And, you know, we're the content providers. We're the ones that make the show. I'm pushing 4,000 subs right now because I pushed the show. I'm getting to 4,000 subs despite the fact that Jimmy Calandra turned on me. I lost all of Jimmy Calandra's people. You know, I lost like maybe almost 1,000 subs because when Jimmy Calandra turned on me. So none of my subs here are from Jimmy Calandra anymore. And my subs are earned, hard earned. No one's giving me my subs. They're my subs. People are here because they want to be here. They're not here because, oh, you're a friend of Jimmy Calandra's. I'm going to be here for you. I don't have those kind of subs, people. Each one of you is individuals that come here. You're not part of no group. And that's why I really appreciate you being here. May I ask who you are and what authority do you speak? Yeah, well, you know something? You'd be surprised some of the time, some of the people in here are very well connected and we don't know who they are. We have actual mobsters, and I know this for a fact. We have retired mobsters from Brooklyn or New Jersey that watch these shows every day. And I'm lucky because there's quite a few retired mobsters that watch this show. They probably watch FBS's show, maybe not because of the ratting, but they watch a lot of the shows. But a lot of them are pissed at me because of the tape calls. I'm not going to lie about that. They are. But you know what? The last tape call I had was when I taped Jimmy A. That's the last time I did anything like that. I regret doing it, but you know, you do shit here and you live to regret it. It's like the other day when I said something bad about Shanna. I shouldn't have said it. And we get caught up in this shit all the time. But here's the difference between me and FBS. FBS says horrible shit and will never apologize for it because he's heartless. But he has to deal with mob rats who literally destroyed him the other night. And then FBS gets back and he's insulting mob rats. He thinks he's won. He doesn't realize what mob rat did to him the other day. Mob rats devastated him. Trashed him. It wasn't even close. It did not look good. What mob rat did is he put something in everybody's head about FBS. And FBS, you're not going to be able to get that out of people's heads. Mob rats, when he attacks you 10 times better than I do. And, you know, that's the guy you got to worry about because he's an intellectual and he puts his thoughts together. And when he hits you with that siren, with the cop siren and shit, that had me on the fucking floor. And then he shows Jimmy Calanger with the helmet. I'd like to know how he made that so good. He had that fucking helmet like Jimmy posed for it. I'm glad that mob rats ain't coming after me. I'll be totally honest with you. The show is trending and is blowing up on Netflix. It wasn't bad. Dylan, I just didn't like it. You know, I don't like Netflix. Netflix is a left-wing loony bin. I mean, half the movies on Netflix now are Chinese and Korean. I barely watch Netflix. I'll watch Amazon more. That's getting bad. You can't even watch anything on TV. Amazon, if I want to watch like a communist network, it's like what CNN for news and Amazon. Those are two communist networks. My dad would drill into my head that Sicilians are a different country than Italy. They are. Great point. You know, that would get you killed in Italy. You know, if you're Calabresian and then you're Sicilian and you mix those up, that can get you killed. You know, you got to remember the mob is still very powerful in Sicily. You know, it might be dying in the United States, but the mob in Sicily, the mafia in Sicily is still very active. And half the government. Tony Pizza crying over a girl he never had a chance with. She just felt sorry. That's it. Don Vito, I can't say it better. I mean, beautiful woman, but she had a bad... that dude she was with, you figure why something that's beautiful was with that guy. I mean, Sarma's a beautiful woman. But it makes you wonder what the hell she was even doing with that guy. Can you imagine she sent him $1 million? She said on the phone, I gave you $1.5 million, like in a month and a half, and he gambled it. He was gambling all her money. But then he made her corrupt, and they both became corrupt. Tony swept under the Joker and poker machine's not a gangster, feels he was a tough guy associate. I don't even think he did that, people. I mean, I think Tony barely knew people in the mob. He's never told his story because he doesn't have a story. His only story is Sarma walked up to him when he was sitting on his milk crate and talked to him. And that poor bastard was probably waiting there every day just to see Sarma come walking by. It probably got to the point of being a stalker. Oh my gosh, get out of here, Bill. Tony said that he's leaving YouTube today. How many times have we heard this? And is he gonna become a star for Netflix? Are they gonna make a part 2? Tony looked like an Orthodox priest in that doc. He did, with the black and the Malta cross. He really did. Barry, see, that's interesting because I'm half Neapolitan and half Sicilian, and my father would say the same. Matt, Lee, what is the show called that Tony's in? They just said, I don't even know. What is it called again, people? Just let Matt know. When you go to Netflix, it's actually the first thing that pops up. And a lot of people are watching it. I don't know why. I kind of think it's boring, but a lot of people are watching it. What is this crap? Is Johnny Smack joining? No, Johnny Mac ain't joining my show. Johnny Mac, I believe Johnny Mac has left YouTube, or he's doing something on his own. That's what I heard. And see, this is the shit that people are saying. You know, Johnny Mac. I got nothing to do with Johnny Mac. Okay, but I'm not going to attack the guy if he's not on here no more. Lee's doing fine, and so is BK and Bay 8th and MRE. Yes, Bill, yeah. I just talked to Bay 8th. He was going to the vet with his dog. BK is very loyal to Bay 8th. It's a very funny show. They come on, if you want nighttime entertainment, it's a great show to watch. And MRE's MRE. That's the best comic. That's the best comedy in the mafia genre. Parasite. Here's what it comes down to. If you keep talking this smack, I'm gonna put you on timeout. Okay? I don't expect this from you, brother. So if you're gonna keep talking this smack and you're in here and someone's fucking putting you up to this shit right now, I don't need you in here, dude. So it's your call. You know, that's what it comes down to. I'm gonna be straight as I can be with you. Okay. Laugh out loud. Tony is done. But Tony still has people that give him money. That's why Tony won't leave here. Alert. Joe, Bill Jordan, Teresa, Mac Collier, and others. Apparently Nicole wanted to accept a bribe. Oh, okay. From Johnny Mac and Joseph Candela. His previous mods wouldn't go along with the Army taking money. Okay. Okay, people. See, that's why the wrenches got changed. Because when trolls try to start bullshit stories. Do you know that when I did my thing and I said that I could use sponsors, Joe Candela offered to sponsor. That's it. And now the trolls are mad because Joe Candela offered to sponsor my trip, or part of my trip. You know how many people have sponsored it so far? About 10. So the trolls need to stop acting like little babies, because it's like I told you guys, you don't control me. That's what it comes down to. And if I want to keep my show, I can't let trolls control me. Okay, let's see. How did he get the name Tony Pizza? Does anyone know? I think he gave it to himself, Neutral Drop. And welcome. I'm glad to see you here, Neutral Drop. Very loyal. I appreciate it. Michael Hennessy, how you doing? Hey, Michael goes between my show and FBS, but, you know, he's pretty cool, though. Okay. Lee, what do you think about FBS saying he is talking to Raimondi about what to say in your debate? I don't care. You know why I don't care? Because they don't know what I have. That's it. I know what they're gonna, some of the things that he's gonna say. I'm all over it. But they don't know what I'm gonna say. They don't even know what evidence that I have. The evidence that I have is incredible evidence. Let's put it that way. Okay, let's see. Hey there, Tracy Tobin. It's YouTube's method for highlighting your name in direct reply. Biden is actually real. Okay. I hope you're not defending them both. But if you are, we respect that. Jenny Patterson, totally delusional. Okay, let's see. We got Nicole, I told you all this already. Yeah, and Darren, you got my email. If there's anything you want to send me, any more stuff, please send it to me. I don't mind at all. A made man would never walk away from the mob without issue and then speak public about it. Exactly. A made man, especially a made man that didn't brag. Okay, so there's no evidence that Raimondi ratted. And so Raimondi walked away. So he's saying that he's a made man and he walked away. Does that make sense, people? It just does not make sense. Let's see. Jimmy Calandra always did hate you, Lee, at least for the past 3 months that I've been watching. And why did he hate me, people? Because I did a show on Alan Kaiser, and he did not want me to do the show on Alan Kaiser. And when I told him I was going to do the show on Alan Kaiser, what did Jimmy Calandra do? He started attacking me. I'm sub to Jimmy Calandra, and I'm also sub to your show. I'm sub to Jimmy Calandra, too. I'll be honest with you. I actually like his show. I don't like him, but I like his show. He's one of the few people that I'm actually, I'm sub to Joe, and I'm sub to him. I'm sub to Sammy. Angel blocked me for quoting her father. I don't know what the quote was. Sammy told Helmut to ignore the mob to drama, and he couldn't, so he dropped him. Perpetual motion, I'll be honest with you. I don't blame people. We shouldn't get involved in any of this mob tube drama, but we have to defend ourselves. You know, and that's basically what it comes down to. Anthony Raimondi. Anthony Raimondi's a troll, and he was supposed to be my buddy. But you can't be friends with the trolls, people. Because if you do not do what they want you to do, they will turn on you. That's what it comes down to when you're dealing with trolls. But here's the thing, and let me tell the trolls this. You're not going to have anything to do with my success. This show will be successful because I made it successful. That's what it comes down to. Now, if you want me to kiss your ass, you're at the wrong place. Anthony Raimondi, I like you. I appreciate you being here. But if you're not going to tell me who could sponsor me and who can't sponsor me. It's not going to happen. You know, now it seems like you guys are kind of jealous. You know, that's what it seems like. So what are you going to do? You're going to like say things? See, you can't be friends with trolls, people. When you're friends with trolls, they'll turn on you in a second. If you do not do what they want you to do, they will turn on you. That's what they will do. And you think that these people are decent people and they're your friends. They're not your friends. They're looking for the next victim. And you know, I can always do a whole show on trolls too, you know. But if you think you're going to tell me what to do, you're in the wrong place. You're not going to define my show, define who I am, and you're not going to hurt my numbers. So you decide whether you want to be my friends or not. You guys do whatever you want. I would believe you'd have a lot of, yes, we do, people. They like these shows. They're entertained. You know, we're their entertainment. Anthony, you guys want the truth? You know, I'm the credible guy on here. See, Anthony Raimondi, you're something like the real Anthony Raimondi. Because you've been trying to bully me all day today, Anthony Raimondi, but you can't. Because all you're showing is what a punk you are. That's it. If the retired mobsters out there are listening, hello from the hill. They're listening, people. They definitely are. Perpetual motion. His hatred for MRE overrode his love for Sammy. Yeah, I think you're right. I mean, he hated, you know, he hates MRE so much that he wouldn't listen to Sammy. Because Sammy would tell Jimmy Calandra, don't get involved with any of these guys. Think about it. Jimmy Calandra has 22,000 followers. He does not need to be involved with any of us. He does not. Butchie Bifocals, how you doing, my man? I thought that you couldn't retire from the mob. Do you get pensions when you retire from the mob? The smart mobsters get pensions. The smart mobsters have money. FBS does not lie. Alan Blue, if you believe that, there's nothing I can do, and I'm sure that you vote Democratic. Mob Rats just recycle old videos. He is boring to me. I think Bob Rats is funny as hell. I knew Anthony from 88 to 94 and he was never made. Trust me, I'll put 10K on it. I have that proof too, Darren C4. I have that absolute proof. You know, you think this thing with Anthony Raimondi is a good thing, but there's a lot of people behind the scene that are really fucking jealous, and they're doing a lot of shit to me. And even people that I thought were my friends, they turned out to be the worst. Okay, let's read this from Anthony Raimondi. Turberg, Adam Kadam, Matt Collier, Joe Electric, David Cameron. So basically what Anthony Raimondi is doing now, he's trying to get you to turn on me, people. Lee wanted us to back off Johnny Mac so he can accept a $1,000 bribe. We told him no. Actually, basically what they did is they were sponsoring my trip. And these guys didn't want me to take the money. They tried to tell me not to take the money. And lowlives like this Anthony Raimondi right here, God knows who, I know who you are, by the way, Anthony Raimondi. But these are the people. So you can't be friends with these people. Do not try to be friends with trolls. They will always betray you, people. Always. I came on here today to try to be decent. But these people aren't going to be decent. And you guys always seem to respect that I treated people with. Certain people on here. But it didn't matter. It did not matter. Emery uses facts and breaks down arguments intellectually. He does. Oh, they've become so woke, it's incredible. I can't even stand watching that show right now. CNN is my favorite. Well, if CNN is your favorite, I don't know what to tell you. God bless you. MRE, for coming out of the closet, I think it's great. MRE's like, okay. Okay. Lee, I wasn't going to expose you to. You came on here trying to act like you can't be trusted. Look what you just did, you scumbag. And you're going to do more too. You're a little dirt scumbag. That's all you are. Do whatever you got to do. Do whatever you got to do. You got people on here accepting money for computers. You got people on here accepting money for cars and payments, begging for fucking money. Never have I come on here begging for money. Nobody could ever say that. So Anthony Raimondi, you're a scumbag, dude. That's what it comes down to. You lost any respect you have for me. I don't care if you never show up in here again. You do whatever you want to do. It ain't going to determine where my show is going to go. A matter of fact, you're the one opening up the pathway that's going to cause trouble. It's funny at the Netflix documentary how everyone else was interviewed in a nice room and Tony was backdrop of a garbage dump. Yeah. And you know what? I know that area of New York that he's in. It's a very nice area. It's a very, very nice area. Okay, let's see. John Wolf is FBS long lost father. I don't think so. Yeah, I did see that yesterday. It wasn't that funny. $1.7 million. That's how much they stole. I know that. John, how you doing? Lee, how you doing? You look primed and ready for your upcoming confrontation. Very ready. I'm going to have my practice with the lowlifes. They're going to keep me up on my toes. You know, the people whose asses I don't kiss. Yeah, beauty on the outside. You could wrap it in gold wrapper too. Tony has been homeless his whole life. If anything, he had some loaves of bread to break. He's been homeless his whole life. He's been homeless his whole life because he chooses to be homeless his whole life, people. She stalked him and fell in love with her like a simp. Okay, we got, let's see. They put that name up. We're way behind in this, people. Hey, look how far we're behind in this chat room, people. It just goes to show you guys. Thank you, people. Sorry about that. check this out, people. MB, my guys support me. Let's get out of here. Let him talk his BS. We've been very loyal to him. No, you haven't been very loyal. What you guys are is you are not loyal to nobody. You told me every day you were my friend, and you were not my friend. You guys are like a bunch of spoiled babies. If you can't control the show, you get mad. So you know what you could do? You can go out and do your little videos and attack me. And then, you could do whatever you want. You're a disappointment. And as much as I know about you, I won't talk about you, okay? I make you that promise. So, you take your people and you get out of here. I don't care. You made your decision. Now you can go and sucker other people. You suckered me long enough. Is that good enough for you? Okay. Now I can have a real show, people. No trolls. Have you seen the new series Netflix called Vikings Valhalla? It has, I've seen it. I did not like it at all. Calm down, Anthony Raimondi. It's not going to change. See, Anthony Raimondi he is what he is. He is a troll. And they try to control you people. I learned the hard way. See, when you do these shows, you learn shit. You learn every day when you do these shows. And the one credit that I will give to FPS, he doesn't have trolls in his room controlling his show. Or thinking they control the show. That's what it comes down to. Nobody is forced to come into anybody's show unless they want to. So think about this. MB told me she's my friend. She talked to me every morning on the phone. And then when I did something she disagreed with, she told all her other friends to turn on me. That was my friend. So that's the type of friend they are. They think that they don't understand that I could end my show tomorrow and never come back on again. It doesn't mean anything. But I'm not going to kiss their ass. That's what they want. And I tried to make it right. But they don't want it right. They want to be the boss. They want to be in control. They want to run my show. That's not the way it works, people. We do all the work, and the trolls come in and try to take control. And then when they hate somebody, what they do is they go after them. You don't think they're going to come after me now? They're going to come after me. But here's the difference. I don't care. Because I'm not going to talk about MB. She can do whatever she wants. But when your life is based around trolling people, that is your life. You got to really question yourself. What is wrong with my life that all I do is troll people? Why is it that they got to hate people so bad? And they find victims, because that's what we become, victims. Trolls make you victims and they attack you. And basically they're like, Lee, if you do something we don't like, we're going to turn on you. But they don't understand. I'm a motherfucker. I don't care if you turn on me. Do you understand that? Because I could turn on you, MB. Is that what you want? You want me to talk about you, MB? About your life and shit? Is that what you want me to do? Because you're being a brat right now. So you make up your mind what you want to do. Because you ain't scaring me. You might think you're scaring me, but you're not. You're just a faceless troll that has no balls. That's it. And you're going to attack people because you have no face. Big time. Oh my God. Unfortunately, Don Vito, I live in a bad area of Texas. I live in a town in Texas. where we don't have the best internet services. We have like 3 companies here. I've tried all 3 of them. And no matter what company I go to, they all say the same thing. They have all this power, and then when you try it, you don't have the power. Yes, Jerry, we were cool, but they're choosing not to be cool. Their hate for Joe Candela and Johnny Mac is so bad that they want me to hate him. I disagree with stuff that Johnny Mac did. There's no doubt about that. But he's not on here no more. So think about this, people. Think about this. Yesterday, they were my friends. They were my friends yesterday. And today, they're not. They could change on you just like that because they're gutless. And you think I want to be here? You know how much it bothers me that I would think that MB's my friend and she never was? Because you know what? Who's going to really? FBS is going to go with this. This is how stupid MB is. FBS is going to go with this. He's going to say, see, I told you. And so is that what you want, MB? You want to have to deal with him and me now? That's the choice you made? Because you betray, you don't understand what friendship is. You don't understand what being a friend is. Because you don't. When you go home every day and you got to troll people, and if they disagree with you, you jump up and down and say, I'm going to go get my crew and we're all going to attack Lee. I got 170 people still here. And you guys are mad. Why are they mad today? Because I took their wrenches. You know why I took their wrenches? Because they would destroy my show if I did it. That's what they would do. They would destroy this show. And now they're coming in with different names. It doesn't matter. Do you understand? You're not going to do nothing to me. Lee, what the fuck? Give me your wrench back. Or okay, see, Shao, you'll get your wrench back, dude. Okay. Well, I guess that puts to bed. MB is yes. I guess that puts. My daughter's mad at me, people. Listen, you can get off the Mac thing. MB, you can get off the Mac thing, but you betrayed a friend. You betrayed a friend, which means nobody can ever be your friend. Now you're working on Joe. You got Joe wrapped right around your finger, and you're going to fuck him over like you're fucking me over. Because you're no good. That's what it comes down to. That's your life. You have no loyalty to your friends. None. At all. Lee, Dylan, you're right. MB, you should be a friend. Stop trying to harass Lee. You've been. That's what she's doing. That's what they're going to do now. They're going to harass me. See, it was never about FBS. They're going to get off FBS now. Because this is who they are. You know, and then, you know, you can't come in here and just you're bullying. You're bullying. Tom Curry is working with rats. I don't know that. Now, your decision was to betray a friend. That was your decision. Someone that trusted you and thought you was a friend. Someone that accepted you as a friend and talked to you every morning. It didn't mean enough to you. That's what you did. You talked to me about your children. You talked to me about your life. And then when I wouldn't do what you wanted to do, it took you 1 second to turn on me. 1 second. It doesn't speak highly of you as a human being. I have 184 people in here, AK Johnny Boy. I haven't lost anybody. From what I've seen, Tony Pizza, he never grew up. He seems to have a chip on his shoulder, and he'll get rid of it, or he doesn't want to the point. Yeah, but you know, you got to give Tony credit though. He survives every day. He survives, and people are still giving him money. They are paying for my travel. Sit down. They're paying for my rent-a-car. The whole Mob 2 Commission should have a ceasefire for a month and see who's the real best content, maybe a wager too. You're right, they should. But nobody's gonna, because drama sells better. Right now there's 192 people in there. Why? Because of drama. If I came on here every day cursing and swearing and yelling and calling everybody in names, I'd have 190, 200 people in there every day. Each video would be 4,000. The Sit Down Mills TV is a startup company that has a limited budget. Lee is smart to get someone to sponsor the trip. Thank you, Dylan. I wish you had more intelligent people like you. But MB, you're still here. You just said, let's go, everybody. Let's get these people out of here. But you know, you could do whatever you want. You know what you got planned. Friend of mine. You got to understand, I'm 61 years old. Do you think that you're going to intimidate me? No one's going to intimidate me. You're not speaking highly of, no matter what, tomorrow I'll have my dignity and you will not, because you betrayed a friendship. Trolls don't apologize, Dylan. They don't apologize. The easiest thing for them to do is to go, they like this because they're sitting at home. A troll is usually a pathetic human being, and they're sitting at home with nothing to do. This is their life. You know, they are. This is their life. They don't want to see anybody do good. They pick and choose what side they're going to go on. That's what they do. And you know, how many times has New Beginnings been in here? And how many times have I told you people to go to her channel? Like every show? How many times have I supported New Beginnings? All the time. And this is what trolls do. They don't care. They do not care. If anything, people, we should take this as a learning moment. Do not associate with trolls. Anthony, I have no desire to troll you, and I don't want to do so, but you tried to sell MB and all of us what to do with money with Johnny, horrible things, MB, friend, you're trying to tell. No, Anthony, here's what it came down to. MB should have talked to me like a friend instead of running to you guys. Not only did she run to you, she ran to Josie. She called people, talking shit behind my back. This is my friend. She was on the phone calling people because she disagreed with me. How can you trust anybody like that? When everybody started trying to figure out who she was, and they came up, I took the blunt and said she was my daughter. My daughter wouldn't act like this. My daughter's a good woman that would never act like this. So whoever doesn't like my show or likes my show, oh well. But Raimondi, if you want to do this to me, I don't give a shit. Do you understand? Because if all you guys are is trolls, and probably 10 to 20 of them in here, oh well, I'll take the hit and I'll keep on going. Look at all the shit I've survived. You think I'm not going to survive you guys? being who you are as human beings, you guys got to look in the mirror in the morning, not me. Your friend with Gene, who fuck's sake, do you think I care? Yeah, I'm friends. You know why I'm friends with Gene Barillo? Because he never fucks me over like you guys. And I said this a long time ago. Gene Barillo has never fucked me over. But look how quick you fucked me over when you disagreed with me. Think about that. So when you're going to insult Gene Barillo, think about who you are. They don't want, see, the best thing for them to do was not to come in here and start shit today. When I started my show, did you hear me say anything about anybody? Nope. And then they all decided they were going to come in here together and be tough. But see, they have to understand one thing. Why have I been fighting with FBS for 6 months? Because we don't like each other. Because we're pretty tough. We brutalize each other. We say the worst fucking things to each other. So what? Now some trolls are going to attack? They're going to show who they are? But they can get dirty? I can get dirty. I don't want to, but I can. MB better be quiet because Lee knows too much. I have my ass off to Lee going to the spring. No, my channel, I have 207 people in here right now. They've been trying to destroy my channel for months. A long time they've been trying to destroy my channel. And you have to understand, it doesn't matter because this is not what life's about. I enjoy doing this, but I don't do this for a living. You know, I do this and I will come on here. If I have 5 people listening to my show, I will come on. There goes a theory that, and yeah, we already read that. Yeah, Matt. Well, FBS knows MB. See, this is how bad the trolls are. They fucked up because now they gave FBS a show for a month. That's what they did. Out of their hate for Joe Candela, who gets up and goes to work every fucking day and puts floors in for a living, a working man. Listen, they can be mad at Johnny Mac. Listen, Johnny Mac pisses me off. But they're going to be mad at Joe Candela, a man that gets up and busts his ass and works hard every day. Don't you see something wrong here? If you're in here trolling all day, that means you got no fucking job. Or you got no fucking life. And they can go after people like Joe Candela. Does this sound right? So while Joe's putting that fucking floor in, he has some fucking trolls going after him. Anthony, Lee Cole, nobody's scaring me whatsoever. You know what scares me? Death scares me. Looking at my father dying on a bed scares me. My dog dying. That scares me. Trolls don't scare me, Anthony. I always defended you, but you tried to tell the MB she can't do. No, I told her that Johnny Mac was not on here no more and she shouldn't attack him. That's what I told her. And she ignored me for 3 days. And then she said, she could have talked all she wanted about Johnny Mac. But she got on the phone and called everybody. like an old biddy. She called people trying to start trouble. She proved herself as a troll. If you're that type of human being where you got to hop on the phone to try to cause trouble for me, you have to understand, I don't give a shit if you cause trouble for me. It doesn't matter. This is what's wrong with the internet. Trolls. That's what's wrong. What is your life as a troll? What is it you do? Is your life so pathetic that you got to find people to attack? I worked most of my life. I made mistakes, but I consider myself a pretty good human being. But it doesn't matter to you guys. You guys are just vicious animals. You came in here. So think about this, guys. You came in here for the last 4 or 5 months. And you said, we're with Lee, Lee's our friend. But the minute I did something you didn't like, I wasn't your friend no more. So was I ever really your friend? No. Being a troll is an illness. It's a mental fucking illness. You troll people. That's what you do. You're mentally fucking ill. You go after people and you just try to tear them the fuck apart. You don't think, you got to remember when you guys first came in here, in the beginning, you guys were trolling me and attacking me. And why did you get on my side? Because you hated FBS. That's why. No other reasons. You didn't get on my side because you wanted to be my friend or you like me. Do you think today I wanted to make this a show about trolls? Absolutely not. But you guys, like a bunch of fucking bullies came in here today and got together like a bunch of fucking retards. You're talking on the phone. Let's go get Lee. Really? That's your life? Go get Lee? Do you understand that Lee doesn't give a shit? You don't understand that, do you? I can turn my computer off now and never turn it on again. I can go do this thing with Anthony Raimondi. I'll take him apart and never come on here again. It's that simple. It's that fucking simple. But I still won't come on here like you guys and hide who I am. You see my name, Lee Cole III. I put my whole name up. That may have been a mistake, but I put my whole fucking name up. Dylan, I'm starting to think that. The way she turned on me like it was fucking nothing, Dylan. My friend. My good friend. It took her a matter of a couple of days to turn on me. And now they got their claws into Joe. Joe's next. But Joe's going to be easier than me. Dylan McKay, you watch FBS, quit acting like you don't. Yeah, FBS is going to have a hell of a show tonight. Lee, stop fighting with your daughter. My daughter wouldn't act like that. My daughter's a good woman. My daughter spent most of her life in the military. She has a bachelor's degree and she's studying for a master's degree. She's a social service worker, and she's a hard worker. And her husband died last year, and she's a single mother. That's my daughter. That's my real daughter. And she's a really good woman that would never do anything like this. My children are a lot better than me, thank God. We push back. Okay, perpetual motion. Wait, it sounds like MV is supposed to be getting censored. Lee, you should be saying you can't control other content creators, so don't fund a trip if you expect me to. People, I'm funding a lot of my trip out of my pocket. And then the people that I'm going to be working for, they're funding part of the trip. And that's that. And you know what? My whole thing was to do a vlog. I was going to vlog. I was going to drive there and do a vlog as entertainment for this show. That's what I was going to do. I could have done the easiest thing and just taken a plane. But then when you take a plane into California, they want to make sure you have your shot. You got to wear your fucking mask and they hold you prisoner on the fucking plane. I'm not ready to do that. I don't believe in the fucking, I'm not going to say it. But that's the main reason I'm driving, is because of that. Because I don't want to put anything poison in my body. The truth has been exposed. People, that's what I want. I want to see who my friends are and who aren't my friends. You know, that's the best thing to do. I knew this day was going to come. When you're dealing with trolls, you always know the day is going to come, they're going to turn on you. Because they have nothing better to do. Lee, cool down, man. Please don't ruin a good friendship. They weren't a good friendship, Dudu Brown. If they were a good friend, if they were good friends, they wouldn't have done what they've done today. They were never good friends. You know, when I'm done here, I'm going to turn this computer off. I'm going to take my dogs for a walk. And I'm going to watch TV. I'm going to get on the phone and talk to a couple of my children. And hopefully today I could talk to one of my grandchildren. That's what I'm going to do today. That's real life. On here, this is just entertainment. That's all this is. And I make some money every month. And if people want to be mean and angry because you didn't bend over and kiss their ass, there's nothing you can do about it. Mob rats expose exactly what makes no sense. Nobody should tell other creators what they can and cannot do. Exactly, Perpetual Motion. Nobody should be telling me what I can and cannot do. Nobody. If they don't like it, don't associate with me. But if you want to go out and try to destroy me, do it. And mob rats, come on, you call names all the time. But so I'm supposed to stay here and get abused? I'm not going to do that. Not going to do it. I refuse to do it. I've been very decent to these people. I've been very decent to MB every day. Very decent to her. But it wasn't good enough for her. So I don't know what to say. If that's the type of person it means she doesn't have friends. It means that she is, for some reason, she's a troll. That's what it means. Lee Cole, I see dealing with FBS all the time. Bad. A lot of people do that, people. That's what people go back and forth and do it all the time. Joni, oh, okay. I think that you guys, with all this mob history knows, should stop fighting with each other and talk about mob history. The drama was fun for a minute. You're right. It is getting tiresome. They don't like when you talk about mob stuff. I try it all the time, people. Joe Candelo and Jody Mack offered Lee $1,000. That's not true, people. That's not what happened. They wanted to sponsor my trip. That's what they wanted to do. And MB didn't want it to be that way. That would be like the trolls being in FBS's room and telling him who and who he cannot take donations from. That's what it would be like. Tony, I'm driving, tough guy. And like I said, Tony, so-flo or no-flo, you're welcome here anytime. Uh, 220 people here. Isn't it amazing how many people show up when there's drama, people? You know, do you realize how easy it would be for me to do this every day? Every day to come on here and drop it. So far, you know, I probably made $40. I've been on here for an hour and a half, over 200, based on drama. That's why you can't move your channels here, people. Because if your channels start going down, just turn to drama. That's all you got to do. We push back is finished. Your boss wanted production. Well, this is the final phase for a rat lover to. Well, I can't disagree with that. You know, I talk to Dominic Correa through emails all the time. And we disagree on some things, but the guy always answers my emails and he always does it respectfully. Lee, drop me any address. I'll meet you. This ain't the real show. This ain't the real show. And I'm sorry, man. This definitely ain't him. Lee is looking out for himself. Are you damn straight? I'm looking out for myself. Who else is going to look out for me? You think the trolls are going to look out for me? They're not going to look out for me. They'll turn on you like that, the trolls. They'll turn on anybody. They've turned on Tom LaVecchia. They've turned on Vinny. Why do you think Vinny's not on here no more? That's what they do. They turn on people. There's nobody they haven't turned on. That's what they do. FBS backup account. I'm proud. Okay. You see this? This is laughing. Many tunes have had your back. I've called you a hypocrite for having. I've been called a hypocrite for having your back. Grant, I've been called names for having your back too, Grant. Especially like when people accused you of saying things that you didn't say. Always had your back, Grant. So here's where you have to make a choice, Grant. Whether you still have my back or whether you're a troll. That's where you make your choice. It's up to you. Lee, Tony, and the story are in the chat. I don't see them in here, but I'm glad they're here. Yeah, that's definitely a fake BK. We knew that MB wasn't your daughter. Your daughter is honorable productive member of society. Thank you. And it is true. She is. She's a good girl. She's a great woman. But you know what? These trolls will look for her. That's what they do. They're no better than FBS. They'll do the same fucking thing he does. Mob Rats is friends with Lee, so is Chris Casparosa. We push back. Chris Casparosa isn't friends with anybody here, people. Chris Casparosa does his own shit. I've never had no issues with Mob Rats. We did a long time ago. Nope. People, I'm leaving. Have a nice one. Thank you for all the people that showed up here. I'll get a lot of views on this. That's all that matters in the end, people. Take care.